My mom, like 2 days ago, sent a link to this podcast into our big family group chat.
Oh no!
Of, like, my grandparent, essentially my entire mom's side of the family. So like,
fuck.
4 aunts, 4 uncles, my grandparents, and like some of their kids.
Gotcha. How'd you get the acid lab then?
Oh, I'm actually his nephew.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tom Zacutive.
Yeah. I'm a nepo-baby.
Yeah, Tom Murphy hyphen Zacutive.
Yeah,
You have the same middle name as him.
Yeah. I had to nepo-baby my way onto this podcast. But my uncle texted me today and was like, honestly, you were right about Joy Division, I think.
Fuck off.
You. What's your name? What's his name?
Uncle Dan.
Uncle
Dan,
Dan.
listen.
I don't
come
know
on
if he'll make it this far. But
Okay, thank God. I'm
Go
all
for
talk.
it.
I'm all talk, Uncle Dan. I don't want to fuck with you, Uncle Dan.
Come on the podcast. Oh, he's not going to listen. Thank fucking God. Holy shit.
Thank God.
Toss a bullet there.
Speaking of the Black Parade,
Looks straight at me.
Wait, can you open the episode with that?
hey, I didn't mean it that way. I promise.
Oh, that's
I was
so
just doing a
fucking
panning
funny.
look between the both of you. I happened to start with AJ because he's forward of me.
Holy shit, that's good.
Please don't cancel me. Please don't cancel me.
God,
When I was a racist.
Not again. This can't be the running gag of the show.
Uncle Dan, I hope you're disappointed.
Oh no. Not again.
It's like a sitcom. Not again.
Aw, shucks.
Tom was racist. Oh man.
Ring the Tom was racist bell.
The Tom hate crime alert. Happy Halloween, ghouls and ghosts.
Ooh.
Continuing our Halloween block this month, we bring you a particularly spooky episode of Tom Hates Albums. I'm your host, AJ Tenari.
I'm Matt Glass.
And I'm Tom Murphy.
Look at that. I think the scariest thing about this month is Tom's opinion on the album we're going to talk about.
Ooh, maybe. You'll just have to listen to the whole episode.
Timestamps don't exist in this world.
Attention span,
We're
the scariest thing of
too
all.
lazy to make them.
As AJ and I have been belaboring the point for the past few weeks, this is our Halloween block of episodes, and this is the October installment of Tom Hates Albums.
Yes, it is. And sticking with that theme, we have a particularly ghoulish album to talk about.
Critically acclaimed.
Beloved by all in the emo scene.
Has a skeleton on the cover.
That it does. This is The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance.
Ooh. Nothing scarier than thinking about being a child again.
I did have some ideas of like making some really shitty royalty-free Christmas music.
Oh, yes, please.
Hell yeah.
That'd be excellent.
Make like a shitty royalty-free song for each month. You can. It's like, here's our Thanksgiving jingle.
I hate turkey, and so do you. Just like,
I think that'd be great.
Anyway, boo!
5 big boos.
Boo!
Fuck, that's really good.
Well, Big AJ, we are talking about the Black Parade. So, do you want to get into some history?
So, The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance was released October 23rd, 2006 on Reprise Records and is the third studio album by American emo alt-rock band My Chemical Romance. The Black Parade is a rock opera that focuses on a character known as the patient who is dying of cancer as he reflects on his life and choices in the past and present as he ultimately comes to terms with his death. This album is a seminal, defining release in the emo genre, altering the course of music within the genre going forward, and the title track transcending genre barriers and being adopted into the mainstream. The Black Parade debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200, losing out on the number 1 spot to Hannah Montana, and was certified 4 times platinum. It was ranked...
That's fucking awesome.
I know.
I don't want to interrupt, but that's awesome.
I guess
Go
it
Hannah.
wasn't the best of both worlds.
It was not.
No, it was the best of just Hannah Montana.
Yeah. It was ranked number 361 on Rolling Stone's 500 Best Albums of All Time, number 9 on Rock Sound's 101 Modern Classics, and it was included in Kerrang's 666 albums to listen to before you die. My Chemical Romance formed in 2001, and at the time of this album's release consisted of Gerard Way on lead vocals, Mikey Way on bass, Ray Toro and Frankie Yarrow on guitar, and Bob Breyer on drums.
I didn't realize that a member of the species known as the Krang wrote the 1001 albums to
I know,
listen to
dude,
before
from
you
Ninja
die.
Turtles.
Was
Fuck.
it in?
I wish.
Was it in like the man suit that's from the 80s?
The
when
Krang recommends listening to,
To My Chemical
Romance. The Krang loves visiting the Black Parade.
I feel like
What
that was
does
a cool arc.
Hamato Yoshi think of unknown pleasures?
Oh fuck, that's really good.
I love TMNT, man.
Me too, my guy.
Going back to the Black Parade, though, Tom, did you know that this album was a rock opera? Could you gather that?
It tracks.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have had the verbiage to call it that myself, but upon hearing it, that sounds right.
Yeah, you could hear a story being told.
Yeah, absolutely. This album I definitely listened to.
Well, since you definitely listened to it, should we predict the guess is based off your listening?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I know what time it is.
It's prediction time.
I'm going to go first.
Yes.
And throw myself into the proverbial fire. I really don't know what you would think of this album, Tom, because I think it's pretty like safe to say this is a very enjoyable album.
Yeah.
At least for me personally, and I think for a lot of listeners. But like I'm leaning more towards positive. I know AJ and I had discussed prior, like maybe it's gonna be more in like the mid-range. I'm kind of feeling like you might have liked a little bit more of it than maybe I would have anticipated upon this last re-listen I did. So I'm gonna give it like a 6.5.
Okay. 6.5. I think that is a pretty astute observation. I think Tom is going to like this album generally more than a lot of the other albums we've covered on this show. And especially with his opinions of Lateralis in mind, I think they are going to be skew a little more positive.
That's what I was thinking too.
I think overall, though, emo might not be Tom's cup of tea. I think some of the maybe just like stylings of this like scene is not right up Tom's alley, and maybe just at a certain point Tom is going to get bored of some of these tracks based off like how they sound.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say like a 5, maybe a 5.5.
Locking in those predictions.
Yes, lock those in. 3, 2, 1. There we go.
All right, good. I'm
Prediction
glad
time.
we installed that alarm.
Prediction
honestly.
time's over now. New one. There you go.
All right, Matt, you have to make a song now.
Oh no. Auto-tune can only get me so
Or,
far,
or should it
guys.
be like, do you think they're right?
Well, of course, just sticking with the Halloween theme, I think the Black Parade kind of speaks for itself. The theme of death permeates this album overall, as well as just like the aesthetics of the album being like skeletal and very black being a very prominent color. So that's why I primarily chose it, just to stick with the theme. In terms of accolades, it's a very popular album, even outside of the emo genre, because of Welcome to the Black Parade just being such like a recognizable track. I'm actually surprised that it doesn't have like the usual kind of critical acclaim that I bring to the show, like the 1001 book and Pitchfork. Not in either of those lists, which I was very intrigued by. And I also disagree, because I think this is a very staple album for the 2000s.
They just hate the Ninja Turtles at those companies.
I guess so.
Yeah. Or actually, they love the Ninja Turtles because they hate Krang.
Yes, Krang loves MCR.
Yeah.
The Turtles hate Krang.
It's a bad boy album.
Exactly. Yeah. So now for the bad boys out there.
Remember, like the whole thing. It was like Particle Man,
Yeah.
Particle Man hates Triangle Man. Like I feel like it's like that kind of relationship going on here.
Pitchfork. Pitchforks hates MCR.
Yeah. And I've always said that.
Well, then without further ado, shall we hop into this album to see if Tom truly headed the Black Parade?
Tom, what are your broad thoughts?
The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. Song 1. The End.
Yes.
So that's it.
God, I wish.
God, what a good bit. No, the first song is called The End. For any of our listeners who haven't listened to the album, The End is actually the title of the first song. I was being silly. And I was being silly because this is a spooky episode, so I'm trying to lighten the tone for you all.
That's true. It only gets darker from here, family heads.
The End, I didn't have too much to say about it. I thought it was a pretty good opening. It was definitely a vibe. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I have nothing negative to say. I feel like, if I remember correctly, it was relatively short.
Yes.
I didn't note it, but like just thinking back to last night, so it's hard to like give too much, but I just give it like a 7 out of 10. I
Okay.
think it was an opening.
Yeah.
It did its job. It opened, ironically, being called the end.
Look at
Get
that.
it? Get it, listeners? Number 2 is dead, 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 dead. With an exclamation point.
Yes.
If you couldn't tell by how loud I said that. I'm sorry for your editing.
It like echoed
Oh, it's
everywhere.
a jump scare.
That's crazy.
See, like Halloween.
Spooky
Whoa!
season. The transition between the end and dead was like kind of seamless. I
Yeah,
almost
it's
didn't
excellent.
notice it happen. I went because I was like fucking around on my computer a little
Yeah.
bit while listening to the first couple tracks, and I went, "Oh fuck, it's a new
Yeah, new
song."
song.
So then I like went back to know
See where it
exactly where it
happens.
ended, so I
Yeah.
could rate the first song properly. The transition was seamless, which I always think is really impressive
Mhm.
whenever a song can transition like that.
Oh yeah.
This is an album I mention it here, but it happened throughout the whole album, and it wasn't ever an issue. They used the channels, and it like didn't give me a headache.
Hey, look at that.
That is always a
pretty
good
good.
sign.
The instrumental and vocals are very good. I enjoy the sound of Gerard Way,
Yeah.
and I enjoy this kind of music. Like I hear a lot of drums, I hear a lot of guitar.
Mhm.
That's my shit because those are the two instruments I can recognize.
that.
It's that and piano / keyboard, depending. I also gave a 7 out of 10, maybe like a 7.5. I could see it leaning a little higher than the
Mhm.
end, but I'm just gonna leave it at a 7 out of 10 for now. This is how I disappear.
They put a sound effect of Tom teleporting.
I'm back. This one, I was really fucking with the drums on this song.
Oh, it's a banger,
specifically.
dude.
I'm just fucking with the drums on this album, but this is the song that made me like
Yeah.
note it finally.
Mhm.
A
A lot of good moments to two-step too.
yeah, it's continuing to just be kind of bangers. A lot of very good songs so far. The top 3, another 7 out of 10. I feel like they were all pretty similar in
Mhm.
quality. Maybe like a little, like one's a little better, one's a little lower, but like not enough to like change the ranking
Yeah.
out of 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I got you.
The Sharpest Lives. That's what it's called, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Still rips hard. Very good song. I loved how it like petered out at the end. I don't know how to describe it other than that, but like the weird little like slappy sound that happened right at the end. Slapping is not
Yeah.
the term for it, but if you listen to the song, you'll know what I mean.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It was a good song and also a 7 out of 10. So like that first 4 were all like a solid opening,
Yeah. And then you
Um,
get to
and then we get to the title track.
Mhm.
Kind is it the title? It's
it would be
technically-
the closest
Pretty
thing.
much, yeah.
Welcome to the Black Parade. I mean, when I was a young boy, you know,
My father
my father
gave me a pocket watch.
he stuck it up his ass. Welcome to the Black Parade. I mean, come on, this song whips ass, right?
It's
a good ass fucking
so
song.
good.
It's a great song.
Mhm.
There's a reason that it's like one of the most recognizable
Yeah.
songs of all time. I think there's a world where like some songs are like super recognizable, but they get old just because they're so overplayed.
Mr.
And this-
Brightside.
Mr. Brightside can be
Yeah.
one of those, but it's like every once in a while, Mr. Brightside comes on. I'm like, fuck, this is a good. Like I get it,
Mhm,
and like
uh-huh.
I really vibe with it. And I'm like, oh, I've heard this 8 times today. Let's cool it. Back to the Welcome to the Black Parade. This song whips ass. That opening instrumental is so iconic. Like, bum, bum,
Yeah.
bum, bum. Did I
Mhm.
do that right?
Yeah,
Was
you
that
did.
good? Fuck yeah,
That's really good.
I know music.
How'd you get
now,
those keys
guys.
to come up behind you?
I
I'm
told
actually
you I can
carrying
only
a piano like with me at all
yeah,
times.
Matt has to
Oh,
carry my piano
That's
all
right.
the time.
It's like a
yeah.
little Tykes.
It's actually a baby grand, so I'm like really sweating my ass off
And
right
that's also my
now.
nickname. They call me Baby Grand.
Because I'm the son of executive.
Yeah.
I'm a nepo-baby.
Because when I was a baby, they handed me a full grand because I'm a nepo-baby.
when I was a nepo.
Yeah, fuck yeah. My father handed me $1,000.
Said, son, the company's yours.
One day you'll be on a podcast.
With your friends Matt and AJ. You'll meet them at college.
I always forget about those alternate lyrics with the Black Parade.
I know. It's really weird. The
Yeah.
Gerard Way predicted that back in 2006.
How did he knew? This
Yeah.
podcast was foretold all those years ago.
That's right.
And then just to finish that off, the song is famous as it is for a reason. 9 out of 10. I Don't Love You. So as I was listening, I made the note that this is a nice, like, slight change of pace.
Yes.
Like it's a downtone.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like it doesn't commit to the downtone as like it kind of comes back up a
Yeah.
little bit pretty quickly. And I say that because like another song like 2 from now commits more to the downtone. So that's why the only reason I really like noticed it. Tone is a bit lower, but not much. I still very much enjoyed this song a little bit more than the initial 4. So this one was I actually gave a 7.5 on here.
Gotcha.
Look at that.
House of Wolves. I really enjoyed the way this one hit my ears.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because of the lower energy and then back up into high energy kind of
Yeah.
enhance the return. So House of Wolves I gave an 8 out of 10. I feel like I wish I could be more descriptive of exactly why, other than just I was sitting in my chair with headphones on, and I was drumming along and
Mm-hmm.
pretending to drum along. Obviously, fans at home, I have roommates. Cancer. Now this was the real tone shift.
Yes.
I felt like I kind of needed it. I needed the full tone shift at least a little bit in the beginning because it was so high energy up
Yeah.
until this point. Other than a slight dip in I Don't Love You, but it's maybe a minute at most of the I Don't Love You is lower, and I feel like it comes back up pretty
I feel
quick.
like for that track, it kind of splits the verses and the choruses. It kind of
Yeah,
goes
that's
back
fair.
and forth.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It doesn't commit wholly to it though, and this song I feel like does.
Yes, 100%.
Both in its what it's about and
Yes,
also
how it sounds.
Yeah, this song hit very close to home. Yeah, I had a loss in the family very recently, and they said
Aw.
basically her name in this. It was wild.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, my Aunt Marie passed away, and they say Aunt Marie in this song.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
That's all. It was
That's
fine.
actually legitimately spooky.
Yeah, it was nice. I don't know, 8 out of 10.
Well, I'm
I
glad you
enjoyed
enjoyed it, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good song. Number 9, Mama. I've heard the stuff that we've said on this podcast, and he's right when he says we're all gonna go to hell.
Yeah.
I mean, you can listen to the cold open of this one. There's probably something in there.
That'll be an indicator for you.
Yeah, the racist Tom running gag. You know what I mean?
Pussy pop implosives.
And being a nepo-baby.
Yeah. All the 7 deadly sins, you know?
The 3 deadly sins.
Yes.
I really like the vibe of this song in general. The instrumentals, as they have in the previous 8 songs, fucking rip. It's good stuff. I give this one an 8 out of 10 as well.
Wow.
Sleep. Something I desperately need.
Just in general.
Unrelated to the song. That's just something I
Gotcha.
really
Is
need.
that all of your notes?
No, I wrote more. I wrote more than that.
4
I
out of
actually
10.
wrote notes about the song. This felt like it moved to the back of my brain. Like it was a vibe, but if I wasn't forcing myself to listen intently, I absolutely would have started just kind of it would have become background music while I was thinking about random bullshit that I'm always thinking about.
I see.
I gotcha.
Brain, it was a vibe. Definitely would become background music if I wasn't forcing myself to focus. Cool. That's exactly what I said. This is probably my lowest on the album, but not by much. I still give it a 6 out of 10.
All right, so still skewing positive.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely skewing positive. Teenagers, this and Black Parade are the 2 songs on this album that I have already been
Yes.
listening to regularly prior to having to listen to the whole album for that podcast. Teenagers has been on my on repeat playlist on Spotify for
Okay.
a few months.
Very nice.
Granted, my on repeat playlist is fucking weird
Yeah, as we discussed in some
because
of
of
your
the way that I
previous
listen to
episodes,
music. If I listen to a song 3 or 4 times, it ends up on there.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then I like to just listen to my on repeat playlist on shuffle because I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, it's all the songs I like. So then a lot of times they stay on there for a lot longer than they probably should because I listen to it more
Through
often
there,
than anything
yeah.
else. That being said, still a very good song. It just fucking bangs. I don't know how else to describe it other than fucking bangs. 9 out of 10.
The drums
It's up
do
there with Black
bang.
Parade. I could see a world where I'd make this one an 8.9 just because I think Black Parade is
Better.
the better song, or
Yeah.
maybe Black Parade's a 9.5.
9.1, Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Disenchanted is a come down a little bit from Teenagers in my personal opinion of quality, but even so, I still gave it a 7 out of 10. This song has a bit of a vibe. It's another song that definitely would have become background music, but it would have been better background music than Sleep, in my opinion. So this one's a
Okay.
7 out of 10. I think if I wasn't focusing hey, this is for a review that I have to listen to, I got to pay attention, it probably would just kind of fade into the background for me.
Gotcha.
Famous Last Words, right? That's what we're on, number 13.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I really fuck with the guitar near the beginning of this one.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up really vibing with this song for reasons that, as always, I just can't explain. I don't know
Just really
how.
like it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wish I had the vocabulary to describe why I like songs. Sometimes they just fucking rip, and that's all I can say.
I feel like honestly, so far a lot of your general comments about the album it really kind of shows the progression of you
Yes.
being
Yeah.
on this podcast.
I think
real.
if you listen to Tom Hates Albums
yes,
one
episode one.
or even like my first appearance as a guest, like there's a real. I've definitely learned how to talk about music a little
lot
bit.
more.
I will
Yeah.
say these are a lot more apt of. Well, I wouldn't say that necessarily.
Well, he's definitely improved.
I definitely enjoyed your comparisons to George of the Jungle in the last episode.
And let's be clear, those kinds of comparisons will never go away.
No.
Just because
Nor do we
I've
want them
learned
to.
the better vocabulary doesn't mean the bullshit isn't still there. It's just on top of the bullshit.
Yeah, that's part of what makes the
Yeah.
show great.
I don't know if I ever finished it, like ranking famous last words. I really fuck with the card at the beginning. Ended up really vibing with the songs for a reason I can't explain. It's maybe a little longer than I would like it to be. Like it was a slightly longer song. I think a little like 5-ish minutes.
I think
don't know if
exactly
it's
5 minutes on the
something.
dot.
Is it
yeah.
5 minutes? Look at that. Or it's like 4:59 or some
Something
shit.
like I think closer to that.
I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. I also listened to Blood, the hidden track.
Uh-huh.
The like 1 to 2 minutes of silence while wearing like noise canceling headphones made
Yeah.
me really uncomfortable.
It's a jump scare, man.
I felt like I could hear like my blood. Like I literally was like, "Is it like there's another song?" And I opened it and I was like, "We're 30 seconds in, just like silence," and I could like feel and hear like my blood moving through my ears. You know what I mean? The like that like when you hold up a conch shell or whatever, except worse because it was both.
But then the song starts.
And the song starts. It was like a fun little bonus, I guess.
Yeah.
It was, you
It's
know.
goofy.
I wrote very vaudeville, and I don't know if
Yes.
that's accurate.
That is
but
very
it is.
I
accurate.
would say
I feel like
so.
that might like apply to the whole album to some degree. Or no?
Definitely like theater like inspirations.
Yeah.
It's very theatrical. I don't
Gives-
think specifically vaudeville, just on this
It
track.
gives spooky circus.
Yes.
You know?
That is
like
the whole
Mr.
aesthetic.
Kite.
He does do that.
I didn't feel the need to rank that one though. It didn't feel like it deserved like a rank out of 10.
Yeah, it's not like
because it's
canon to the
it,
album.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
feels like a
bonus.
special little
Yeah.
bonus thing that like if I had shut up and like I didn't listen to that, you guys would be like, fuck whatever.
Yeah,
we
Yeah, it's
don't
like, that's
care.
fine. You're not
But I did, and it was fun.
hmm
I don't think it really added or took anything away. It was just it's like
was
an end
there.
credit scene.
Exactly.
You know?
That's actually exactly what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a teaser
I kind of
of Thanos.
For welcome to the Brown Parade, the sequel album.
So this has actually been my first time listening to a full MCR album as well as this album in full. And I mean, no secret, my thoughts on it are fairly positive.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't think there's any misses on here.
Nah.
Like,
I wouldn't say in terms of tracks. I think in terms of album placement, I have one.
interesting. I'm
so
very
we'll-
curious
we'll
to
get
hear
to
which
that,
one that
yeah.
is because I honestly could not place it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna talk about like a couple tracks that I like. This is off the cuff.
Oh shit. Let's go.
Why are you looking at your phone if it's off the cuff?
He's nervous.
Huh?
It's the track list.
Huh? You liar? Oh, that makes sense. You're okay. I understand. It's crazy to me that I was like, you have if you're looking at your
Yeah,
phone,
you
there's
have to
gotta
look at
be
notes. Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Yeah,
As
this
if
is off-
I absolutely haven't come onto the podcast and
With
been like,
just a
"Let me-
song list."
Let me look
Yeah.
up the track list.
The Sharpest Lives, when I first listened to it, immediately I was just like, this is exactly what I am looking for with this album.
Mhm.
I really think it was here where I started to appreciate the sort of like theatrical emo pipeline. Like this album is like saturated in that,
Yeah.
which can be enjoyable, which I'm glad it is here. I definitely have listened to other emo that is not as enjoyable as this.
Yes.
So I'm glad that it kind of like hit all the positive boxes.
This was kind of like the template for people going forward.
Oh,
which was- yeah.
definitely. I think the only other emo album I've listened to, like besides this in full, is really like American Idiot,
Yeah.
and that's more
Yeah,
like
that's more pop
I
punk.
feel like that's an
punk,
yeah.
album. I'd probably rank that one pretty high.
I think you'd enjoy that album a lot,
We'll-
actually.
we
I
should do
still
that at
listen
some
to it.
point.
It's
I
fucking
feel like
good.
that's one we should do on
Yeah.
this at some point.
Oh, we
Family Heads.
definitely should.
If you want us to bring that back on, let us know in
Is
the
that
comments
one with
below.
September on it? Is that
Wait,
on
maybe
that?
when September ends.
Fuck, we could have done that for
What?
For
Is that the one with
August.
September? You know, like Earth,
Could've-
Wind, and
Yeah.
Fire. You know, like
Yeah.
The famous
Do you
Green Day
remember?
cover.
God, I'd pay money to hear that cover. I don't know if it'd be good, but I'd want to hear
Yeah.
it.
I don't think I want to hear Billy Joe fucking
Oh,
Armstrong.
yeah.
They do they do a good cover of
Ah, yeah, yeah.
They do a good cover of "I Think We're Alone Now."
It's really good.
That's a good
It's
one.
very good.
We when we were in that jam band, we
That's right,
based it off of that.
We played that.
Not as good as Weird Al's "I Think I'm a Clone Now," but
Jury's out on that one. Anyway, Matt, continue.
oh right, my bad.
You're good. The end I thought was really cheeky. I like the fact that it sounds so triumphant and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, you ain't seen nothing yet, kid.
Exactly.
Like, the fucking rest of this album will just come crashing at you. So that's not a phrase.
It is now.
It is now.
It is now. All right,
Add
merch.
a jingle to it, and then it's real.
Come crashing at you.
Dude, there you go.
That was really good.
yeah, that was. You probably don't even need to add music.
Dude, that was like Rolling Stones esque. I fucked with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the right channel for all of you
I
guys
could
who.
hear your stones rolling when you did that.
Well, this after that comment is how I disappear. I also really enjoyed this track. I think was this AJ and I were talking prior. Was this the one where you had said like this is Death of a Bachelor, what they wanted
no,
it to
that's
be? That was
a few tracks later.
that was House of Wolves.
Yes, uh-huh.
Yeah, which I also really enjoy.
Yeah.
It had this sort of like frenzy aspect that like I really was seeking for in Crazy Equals Genius,
Uh-huh.
but they gave me here.
Yes, fully commit to the bit and do it very well.
The guitar and drum work all across this album, I would
Yes.
probably say is immaculate.
Mhm.
Not probably, I would definitely say is immaculate. Obviously, you have to talk about the two big ones, which I would argue are Teenagers and Welcome to the Black Parade.
Yeah, 100%.
Welcome to the Black Parade. Like, I feel like there was a period of time where I would just listen to the intro and like not the rest of the song.
Yeah.
So I realized after like the big part in the beginning,
Uh-huh.
I never really took in consideration what like the actual song sounded like. It fucking rips,
It's really
man.
fucking good.
Like,
it's excellent.
The guitars, the freaking vocals, and the
The
screeching.
key change?
The key change
Yeah.
is incredible.
Uh-huh.
It almost gives like
Absolutely.
theme song vibes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Especially
like
toward
anime
the
OP. Yeah.
I'm
I
pretty
love a theme
sure.
song.
Me too. I also love a theme song. I'm pretty sure I've heard this song. This might have been in Matt's Flipnote days.
Oh,
I think
shit.
I remember like seeing a stick figure like fight Flipnote on my DSi, and this
Uh-huh.
song was playing.
Fuck yeah.
I mean,
So-
wasn't like Green Day one of them as well?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
So I think that definitely lines up with that kind of aesthetic.
It's really cool, and it's really cool, I guess, to kind of comment how much of an impact this has had on like our generation,
Yeah.
because this is like one of the forefather songs. I feel like of people like younger than us, for the most part. Like people view this as the old people music.
Oh, yes,
now, in
exactly.
a way. You
Uh-huh.
know what I mean?
In a
Um,
Gerard way.
It's yeah.
Fuck, that was good.
That was pretty
really
good. Teenagers is a great song.
Mhm.
It's the scared the living shit out of me. That's a stim
Great
between
hook.
me and my good friend Tenny
Mhm.
all of the time. I love how the drums just sound on that track
Yeah,
in
dude.
general.
Mhm.
Something about that really scratches an itch in my brain.
They really bang those drums.
Like Todd Rundgren.
I'm sorry, I just ruined any flow. I,
All the momentum is gone.
I felt like I had been quiet for a while, and maybe I needed to make a comment.
No, it's
I
okay.
regret it immediately.
it's all good.
It is okay. I
I should let the adults talk sometimes. You know,
I very much feel the same sentiments about I Don't Love You. I remember when I first listened to this as like a passive listen, I wasn't really paying attention to the lyrics that much. And when I started hearing like the will you be saying like I don't love you or whatever the fuck that line is.
Like,
was
I don't love you like yesterday.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
chorus,
that
yeah.
was it. I was just I completely butchered that lyric.
Okay. It's all right.
I remember when like that line had passed, I was like, ooh, hold up.
Yeah.
And I was just
Uh-huh.
like, all right, we're fucking locking the fuck in, aren't we? I think this album has a lot of really good like pacing,
Yes.
hyper awareness.
Mhm.
Like they really like I'm again very curious to know what the track
Yeah.
you think is out of place is.
Uh-huh.
Is it Blood?
It's not blood.
Okay.
Blood doesn't count.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a cheap shot, you know what I mean? But I do think that this album's just like awareness of how well each track is paced is one of the biggest strengths on it.
Yeah.
Besides like the music and the lyrics and the vocals, of course.
Mhm.
I love I Don't Love You. It's very good.
It's fucking gutting.
It really
Yeah.
is because it's so relatable, I
Uh-huh.
feel like. And the way that he kind of like writes out the lyrics to make it just sound so like not like exactly casual. I'd say more like almost blasé in a way.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, well, you know,
It's falling out of love.
yeah, here we are. You know, we'll carry on. Black Parade.
Sometimes I get the feeling.
I simply can't relate because I'm too loved by everyone.
That's true.
That's true.
Everyone loves me.
The sister show, everyone loves Tom.
Yeah. Tom hates albums, but God, does everyone love Tom.
Yeah.
The song Cancer also was a moment on the album where I legit was just like, wow.
Yeah, man. It's rough.
What was there's the line about like his skin being like
I'm soggy from the
soggy
chemo.
from the chemo.
Yeah,
I was like,
all the
oh,
hair left my
fucking
body.
God, like,
Yeah.
what?
Uh-huh.
Dude, like it really threw me for a loop because I was also trying to like, you know, I was doing things while I was listening to this album. So like I looked down, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. We're listening. All of a sudden he mentions Cancer. And I'm like, oh, what?
Yeah.
And then because I didn't really look at the track list. I just hit play because I was just so excited. You know? And I was like, holy shit, this like
It's heavy.
yeah. I didn't realize that this was a rock opera
Yeah,
until like I really kind of looked into it. It's really well done.
It's a very cool story. I like it a lot.
I guess the last two things I'll say is that I really love like just for Sleep, which I can also kind of see maybe being like not completely forgettable, but in the grand scheme of the album being like the most forgettable. Still a great song, to which I will say I love the chord progression.
Yes.
It's like I love when songs like really try to stray away from like the typical like pop progression of like music that you kind of hear over and over. And I feel like this one it deviates in this way that's like, ooh, this Gerard way that like is like, wow,
We did it again.
We did it again, and we'll do it a third time.
Rule of threes. We have to do it one more time at least.
That's true. That's true. The rule of thirds for audio.
Yes.
Gerard Way is the one who also wrote the comic books, right?
That's
he did
right, yeah.
Umbrella Academy.
and
did.
Doom Patrol.
He did a Doom Patrol comic?
did.
Oh, fuck. I should look into that.
I think
like
you'd like
Doom
it.
Patrol. I like the show.
The show took inspiration from Grant Morrison and maybe a little bit of his
That
stuff
makes
too.
sense.
Yeah.
Grant Morrison's usually the
the guy.
He's the big
Yeah.
one.
I feel like I saw something that he did a Batman at one point, or like almost did a
Yeah,
Batman
almost
that
did a
never
Batman.
came out.
Yep.
I think I saw a YouTube video like
I watched the same
Ger-
video.
I haven't watched it, but I've come across the thumbnail a couple times and
Yeah.
almost watched it.
It's very
just like-
MCR coded.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's just like the Gerard Way Batman comic you didn't know almost happened, or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt again.
No, it's okay because I think it kind of adds to the point of like how good of a storyteller he is,
Yes.
just
Yeah.
intrinsically
And that's why I said it. I was setting that up.
to knock him down. You know,
Look
what I mean?
at that.
I said him, he spikes him. You know what I mean?
It's impressive that all across like every media platform, he just seems to have like his foot in the door, his hands in it, and just being able to like
Just has like a
tell-
knack for storytelling.
yeah, but also just being a really fucking competent songwriter and
Yeah.
musician.
Exactly. All at
Like,
the same time.
It's pretty wild.
It shows in the stuff he made because he was involved with the Umbrella Academy show and
He
the
was.
soundtrack bangs.
Oh, that's sick.
with Flood, one of the songs from
Istanbul.
Oh, they
Flood.
made the Giants?
Yeah, Istanbul was
Remember you
on the
mentioned-
soundtrack.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, I think this is the second time we've mentioned that show with him. If not, we've mentioned it more probably.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
also would like to take the time to mention how cool of a guy Gerard Way is. There was this news anchor who was trying to push for like the banning of comics, like just being sold
Yeah, I
across
saw that.
America. And he, like, as a teen, legit got up to like the questions section of
Yeah.
that little newscast or whatever, and was like defending like comics are fucking awesome.
That's what he sounds
As-
like.
Yeah,
As someone
comics
who-
are fucking awesome.
As someone who's recently gotten way too into comics, I agree.
Comics are cool.
They're
Yeah.
good.
It
They're
almost
medium.
I feel like this album almost kind of feels like you're listening to one in a weird way.
I mean, with the aesthetics and of like and the artwork,
That's valid.
definitely.
They know how to maintain a vibe.
Yeah.
Like they set a tone and they maintain it. I feel like.
Definitely. One last thing I will say: the closer, not the hidden track, but famous last words. I love that guitar in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I think it's honestly some of the best drum work on the album. There's
Mhm.
something about it, the way that it just kind of locks in when you're just like, holy shit, man. The Black Parade.
Really sums it up.
It really does sum
Takes
it
me
up.
back to being a young boy.
I also really like the lyrics in that one because for some reason, like, I don't know if you guys are feeling it. I was getting like a little choked up toward the end.
I mean, with the context of the album and like what this song means in it, like I can definitely see why. Just like
Yeah.
the mantra of like I'm gonna keep on living Like that's really powerful after everything that this character goes through.
Like, I've only ever experienced that, oddly enough, with another Tom Hates Albums classic with fucking For Crying Out Loud by Meatloaf.
Shit.
No, okay,
Like, where you
good.
just
Well,
kind of start like welling. I started like
Yeah.
kind of welling up with tears a little bit. I was like, holy shit, this is.
I was so ready to roll my eyes, and then you said Meatloaf, and I went, okay, we're good. It wasn't even gonna be like one of the
If it was
many albums
anything
I just
else.
hated. And
Yeah,
then
when
you
I-
said probably the best album I've ever listened
Yeah,
to.
I was listening to Surf Wax America by Weezer.
Yeah.
I just want to surf, man.
To be fair, that album almost made me cry.
In a different way.
Oh man.
I was just like, what has my life become? Why am I doing this?
Even the tracks that I didn't mention, like Dead, for example, still really good. Like, there is no filler spot on the album for me personally. It's just a really nice, cohesive experience. And I can for sure say I'm going to be re-listening to it, but I can get that into my final thoughts.
All right.
Really just good tracks, dude.
Yeah.
Holy
very,
shit.
Very solid album. And I'm honestly surprised that like the usual like accolades that come with like the albums we bring on the show are not dedicated to this album. Like I find that very confusing because I feel like it is definitely warranted for like the legacy that it has.
I mean, production alone,
Yeah.
too. Like,
I feel like some of those lists are maybe a little pretentious.
Oh,
though.
100%.
oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
God,
Like,
yeah.
Why the fuck does the 1001 albums have like 5 The Birds records on there?
Hey, they really like aviation, you know?
But anyway, AJ, what are your thoughts about the Black Parade?
Contrary to you guys, I think this album fucking sucks.
We can't win.
Is
them
that
all.
real?
No.
I don't know.
That was
No.
with such a straight face that I did kind of think for a moment.
Listen, I've shat on some of the greatest albums of all time, so you know I'm
Yeah.
open to it.
That would've been
You're
crazy.
Pleading my
I don't know.
case.
The real scary part of this
Yes,
month is how
ooh.
AJ, for some reason, fucking
I
hated it.
hate the album this month.
God, I would love for one of these like really
Yeah.
famous albums to come on and AJ just be like, I just
This thing
don't
sucks.
get it. It
There,
would-
there's definitely a couple I could bring on.
I
should
feel
have,
like,
like, a-
I feel like a lot of them I would also not enjoy though.
Yeah. So we'd
Yeah.
unite.
We should
Yeah.
do like catharsis like album review, kind of similar to the Nostalgia Critic.
Oh fuck yeah!
I feel like
that'd
we
be
should
awesome.
definitely do that.
Word. We gotta
For
find
a Tom
something
Hates
good.
albums or just for like a normal episode for you guys. You could do them where
either
you
We do
or.
both. Yeah.
You could do a like bring your catharsis album episode
work
with
day.
each other.
We could have bad month or bad album month or something like that.
That works.
Fuck, that's
Yeah.
a good idea.
I mean, would that be during the Bad Album Bowl?
Which, stay tuned, family heads. I'm very excited to start
Oh,
that
I
up
like
again.
that.
Yeah, got
The Bad
contenders
Album
coming
Bowl.
up.
What, how often are you going to do that? Is that like a
Just
like,
once a year,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
year? Once a season?
Once a
That's
season.
it. Yeah, once a season.
Yep. I like
I
that.
don't know how often we do seasons. I haven't kept track of like how much time passes between
It's
them.
usually like from September to June.
Gotcha.
That's our ideal runtime.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I look,
Because we started this when we were in school.
That we did.
oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like a little school time podcast.
Exactly. Just in time for the
Wow.
kiddies.
Wow. It's a school time podcast.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And also for
not
the ladies,
children.
you know.
Yeah, the lady, apparently. How does Spotify get that information? I just want to know.
They track like whoever's like listening to
Yeah,
the album.
okay.
Yeah,
That
or
makes
the
sense.
podcast.
That's wild.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're being watched, guys. I mean, we already knew that.
Well,
but
listen to
yeah.
it. There's no video for them yet.
Well, Spotify's watching us,
If
but
we
they're
get
listening to
50
us.
views, we'll add a
We'll link
video
all of
for
your
'em.
data
No.
And my
Yeah.
George of the Jungle shirt.
and Tom's social
As-
security number.
As someone who doesn't have to edit, if we get 50 views, we'll add a video portion, which makes the editing so much harder.
God.
Imagine.
Matt has to do animatics.
Okay, guys.
I would do it.
Are you, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we can sync up, right? That's how you
yep.
sync up audio to video.
That's right. 1, 2, 3.
Perfect.
There we go.
Matt, can you sync that up with the video I've secretly been recording this whole time?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, cool. It's back there, so they only see
It's only
AJ. They
one
see AJ
camera.
and like the side of my face.
But
when
it's
I
like
look at you.
my neck down.
It's a really
Yeah.
bad camera angle. Yeah, it's rough.
Well, now they're all synced up. I guess it's time to get into my thoughts about the Black
Oh
Parade.
yeah! Now that we are all on the same page, and we know
Exactly.
you were just scaring us.
Yes. Ooh.
Proceeds to give the album like a 3 out of 10, legitimately.
No, I do enjoy this album quite a bit. I listened to it, I think first back in like 2022, and I didn't really like. I enjoyed it, but didn't really like think much of it. But upon these re-listens, I definitely like really like it a lot more. I think the end is a great intro for the album. Definitely just is fitting for the concept, like off the rip. Also really rings true to like the 70s influence that's all over this album, which is very cool. And that also sets up the story very well, where it's basically like the doctor's explaining to the patient, the main character, that he is on his deathbed and is about to die. And then that transition to Dead, where we learn that he is dying and basically goes through, laments his life, basically being like, well, I'm dying, time to cope with that.
Rip.
But it's a banger of a first track. The guitar work all across his album is fucking phenomenal. I love like how anthemic a lot of the choruses are on this album.
Oh yeah, couldn't agree more.
There is
What does that mean? Oh, like anthem. I got it. I got there.
There you go.
Anthemic. It took me a second,
He's a
but
scholar.
I got there.
Look, see, you're learning.
Let me write that one down.
There is like an aspect of this whole album where you feel like you need to raise your fist to the sky
Exactly.
and just like scream sing all of the lyrics of every song.
There's tons of like mantras within these, and like just like the way that they have the gang vocals, the way that the music swells, it all just sounds like very empowering to just like get you into it. And Dead is a perfect example of that. I also love the inclusion of the strings and the horns all across this album. Definitely really helps lean into the theatricality that like this band is going for this concept.
Oh yeah.
And there's a very nice horn section on this track specifically. Also, the guitar solos fucking rip on every single track.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Guitars
God.
and drums, I feel like, are pretty fucking good on all of the tracks.
Big highlight all throughout. This Is How It Disappears, one of my favorites. I love this track quite a bit, but I do really love this track. I love the choruses especially. I just love the two-step nature to it. I love also how it starts out like really low, and then Gerard Way says go, and then everything just hits in like right, like immediately. That's such a great moment. Love how catchy the chorus is. Love the guitar work on the second verse, and also the breakdown is fucking filthy on this track. Sharpest Lives is another favorite of mine. I really love the split of how they do the verses and the choruses with like these more building verses with Gerard Way getting like really like intimate and close to the mic with like these almost like grovelly growly vocals before just screaming those choruses and like the lyrics of like the empires and the vampires. It's a very catchy hook, also very appropriate for our spooky Halloween block of the family album.
Thunder.
Boy.
Boo.
I think the chorus lyrics are also very cleverly written, and they have a very satisfying cadence to have they're delivered. I think one of my favorites is So You Can Leave, Like the Saint Abandoned Me. I think that's a very, very cheeky one. Welcome to the Black Parade is iconic. I feel like we kind of said a lot that we need to. I like how it splits the beginning where it sounds like an actual parade before going to the more hard rock sound. It's very proggy in the way that it's constructed, which I like a lot too. There's the way that it develops. There's like almost like sections to it, which is very rewarding to get all the way through, especially with that key change at the very end. I think it's one of the most earned key changes in all of music. I also love the use of auxiliary percussion in here. Really adds to the whole aesthetic of it being like a marching band, just having all these different instruments just being a part of it to really pepper out that like imagery. And then just like the overall tone of it and story is very like touching. Like just this like one memory that this dude is holding on to before he dies. It's also cool because the Grim Reaper that takes the patient to hell takes the form of the Black Parade in the album, which is very interesting.
Yeah, I think I did know that actually.
I think it's very cool.
Imagine if it was like the Reaper from Persona.
That'd be fucking terrifying. Just clanking chains, walking
Shooting
to your
the gun
hospital
in
room.
the air to let him know.
Grim Reaper, more like Rim Greeper. Am I right, fellas?
Shorty Greep. Holy.
That'd be scary.
Yeah, he is the Green. He is the Rim Greeper.
Eat, men, eat!
I'm happy I said it. I thought it and went, that's too dumb. I shouldn't say that.
Jordy Greep, his band Black Midi, has a song about wrestling I think you'd like.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
I love wrestling.
That's true. It's called Sun Tzu.
What was it? Wait, what's it
It's
called?
called Sun Tzu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, like the art of
Like
war?
the philosopher, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes, like the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah, I love Harry Potter.
I Don't Love You. Actually, I do like this one a bit. I think this is definitely a very necessary come down just from the back to back to back of just that high energy. I think even though like it does get like a little more energetic in the choruses, it's still ballad enough to kind of reel it in from being like too over the top. So I disagree with that point, but I still think it's very well done. And the lyrics, I think, are definitely the highlight, and just the overall tone of what this track is like conveying. The guitar solo on this track specifically is very Queen coded, which I like a lot. It's very arena rocky and just perfect for this tone of power ballad. I also love the Rhodes keys on the bridge. Like that's just such like a nice moment, just to really just make it more like feel more intimate.
They went really all out, I feel like, with the instruments and the production on this.
Absolutely. Like I love like the use of just everything they have, and also especially how it plays with like the channels. They definitely use their full space very well. House of Wolves, like Matt mentioned, I said, is basically Death of a Bachelor by Panic at the Disco done right. MCR's version of Hell, basically being like this like swanky jazz club full of like sinners and demons, and how they personified that through the music with like the sing 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 beat on the drums. Cancer is a gutting ballad and one of the best tracks on the album in my opinion.
Definitely.
Like it hurts to listen to. Just like the imagery is so raw and like so just like hard to listen to, but it really just like paints a picture of like what the main character is going through. It's short but very necessary and an emotional high point. Mama I enjoy not as much as other ones. I like the overall like theatrical nature of it, and I like how it kind of like develops going through all these different sections. Gives me kind of like Fiddler on the Roof vibes with like the like acoustic guitar strumming in the verses.
Devil went down to Georgia. You know what I mean? It's the only song I know with a fiddle in it.
From Fiddle on the Roof, actually.
That's
where
right.
that song
God,
came from.
Yeah.
So I'd be way more interested in seeing that show.
I would also
if
agree.
that was the plot.
The
Yeah.
saddest like show of all time, and then all of a sudden, Devil went down
devil-
to
Fucking Primus
The fiddle
comes
of
out.
gold against your soul. You think you're better than me? Fuck, that'd be awesome. What a third act turn.
Run, boy, run.
He beats him in the first act, and then it's the whole play Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he has a kid, and he shows up again, and it's like the devil's back.
Yeah. It sets up the sequel.
Yeah, for the sequel.
Yeah,
That
two
is-
Fiddler, two roofs.
there's a sequel song.
There is?
Yeah, the
know
devil's
that.
back to devil came back to Georgia, I think.
Oh, gotcha.
I thought you meant to Fiddler on the Roof.
No,
There's like a
I meant there's a sequel song to
Devil
Devil
Came
Came Down to Georgia. Yeah,
Well, I didn't know that.
it's pretty good. It's about him being an older man, and
Yeah.
he's still like, yeah, I'll fucking whoop
I'll
you again.
beat the
And then
devil.
he does.
Yeah.
Flautist on the ground.
that's-
My sequel to
I-
Fiddler on the Roof.
I heard someone describe that song as like the most American folktale ever told. Or it's like,
Yep.
Like, and you read any other like old grim fairy tale, it's like the witch comes out of the woods and you bargain with her and you get fucked over. But
Uh-huh.
it's like, no, in America, the devil comes out, calls you a bitch and wants to play you in a fiddle, and then you win.
Whoop his ass,
You
yeah.
call the devil a bitch, and then you get the golden fiddle.
Yeah.
And you have a kid, and the devil comes back, and you haven't lost a step, and you beat him again.
Yep. That's
Fuck
how all fairy
yeah.
tales should be. We should always be the winner.
Yeah. Fuck you, devil.
Yeah. We know you're listening.
Spooky season.
Ooh.
Speaking of fuck you, devil, I said I love Harry Potter earlier. There's a large female audience. If one of them is J.K. Rowling, fuck off.
Amen.
That'd be,
Yeah,
Just
very
wanted to
well
get-
said.
Just want to get that in there.
that would
Yeah,
be insane.
very well said.
If she was one of the people.
I mean, we just have a larger percentage of women listening, so like,
There's a chance.
there's a chance. There's a chance.
You
Renowned.
never be too
well,
careful.
Not she who shall not be named.
Yes.
You know.
Oh, I know.
That being said, J.K. Simmons, if you're listening,
Yes.
come teach us how to drum.
We'd love to have you on the podcast.
Yeah, I'd love to know whether I'm rushing or dragging.
Bring on an album that you love.
Yeah, we'll just listen to the soundtrack of Whiplash.
Or like all the Eminem commercial outtakes.
Yeah, that's it. Farmers
Farmers
insurance.
insurance. Anyway, Mama. The guitars go hard as fuck on this track. I also love the drums and how much impact they serve. The third chorus is really nasty, and the breakdown is fucking disgusting on this track. I love it a lot. Also featuring Liza Minnelli, who's like a stage actress, I
yeah,
think.
she's like a famous
Oh,
actress.
shit,
Yeah.
really?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
She's the voice of the mother in
That's
the
a
song.
name I recognize, but could tell you nothing about.
Same here.
Like, I'm sure there are some songs that I would know if I looked it up. Maybe I should. While you're talking, continue.
Sounds good. Because we're getting on to one of my favorite tracks on the album, Sleep. I fucking adore this track a lot.
It's pretty good.
So here's where my album pacing issue comes from. I think Sleep, Disenchanted, and Famous Last Words are such climactic moments on the album that Teenagers feels out of place in
Okay.
terms of the story.
That's valid.
I think Teenagers is a great song. I just don't think it fits at this point on the album.
I feel like that wasn't as much of an issue for me because it was a song that I
Yes.
was like, oh, and then this one's coming up. Like, I
Uh-huh.
knew it already, so it didn't feel like an interruption.
Yeah.
Because it was almost like what I was anticipating because I knew it was a song.
Yeah,
that I
just looking
liked.
forward to it.
Interesting.
Because Teenagers has nothing to do with the overall concept of this album. It's just about the way that teenagers are just like perceived by like
They're
the
scary
adult
as shit.
populace. Yeah.
Speaking of scary,
Teenagers. Ooh.
you'll never be
thunder.
bullied harder than by a teenager.
That's true. They are mean.
That's the scariest thing of the season.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Watch out for that,
Yeah.
family heads.
You better not wear a stupid costume out on Halloween because if you walk by a teenager, you're done for.
But I've said my grievances with teenagers enough. I think it is a great song as
And
is.
also the song.
And also the song. It's very bluesy and very classic rock, which I dig a lot. Like that like guitar solo is just like bar blues straight through. I love like the ride cymbal like beat pattern they have like underscoring that. I love like the dropout before the last chorus where it's just the drums hitting 2 and 4 and just all the gang vocals coming in together before the last chorus plays out, as well as a little like guitar lick to kind of close it out. It's just like a 70s like bar song, which I think is really cool. But Back to Sleep, this is one of my favorite tracks on the album. I really like the book ending with like the vocals of like, I think it's Mikey Way describing like a dream that he had, but then it just like cuts in with like these fucking soaring guitar strums. This track also gave me like Radiohead vibes, which also kind of I enjoyed, specifically from the guitar work.
Oh yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I can see that a little bit.
Also, I really dig the lyrics a lot, just like the allusions to dreams. I like the position in the story where the patient has just gotten to a point of self-reflection where he's just like, you know, to all my loved ones, just forget about me because I'm not worth remembering, which is just very like depressing.
Gutting.
Damn.
But I also really like how this song is also based off the experiences recording this album, because while they stayed at the Paramore Mansion, I believe it's called, which is like I think like a haunted place. Ooh, spooky. But while they were sleeping, they had like a lot of like night terrors in there. So this song was directly inspired by just like what they saw in their dreams. Disenchanted, I don't actually really have much to say. I think it's solid for what it is.
Yeah.
Futurama and The Simpsons were better.
I would agree with that too. Very well put, Tom.
I don't know how I didn't think of that joke at any point until just now.
It's because I was talking.
Yeah, because I need to interrupt you. That's
Exactly.
I feel like I've talked way more over yours than Matt's. And I feel bad.
It's okay.
Granted,
It always
AJ had a lot
happens.
more detail than my descriptions
That's
of why I
fair.
like the album.
That's fair.
Because I tend to talk way
There
too
was-
long.
There's more stuff to riff on.
That's true.
Hey, I set him up.
And I knock them down.
Last track, Famous Last Words, I think is an excellent closer. Definitely feels like the finale. Just like the way that Gerard Way is singing just has this tone of finality to it. I guess that's number 3.
The Gerard way he's singing, folks. You heard it here.
Wrap it up, gang. We
We're
got
good.
him.
I think,
Cut it
hey,
out.
I think we're done. Episode's over.
Yeah,
Right?
Tom, did you hate this album?
No, I'm not. I think we cut it hard.
Oh,
Stop
yeah.
right now. Yeah.
But yeah, Famous Last Words is excellent. I love the bridge, especially. It's just all build up, and you have the return of like the horns and the woodwinds coming in to like really just make this album come full circle from the intro. The last chorus is such a satisfying way to end this album, and you have the organ coming into to underscore like the vocals. It's a very great closer, and I also just love the sentiment of what it means for the story and just in general. And then Blood's fine. Blood's, you know,
Yeah, it's just kind of there.
it's silly.
Yeah.
But
It's like a fun little bit.
but with that, Tom, did you hate the Black Parade by MCR?
Absolutely not.
All right.
My final thoughts. I just remembered that I can do a bit of Tom history.
Tomstery.
There's this podcast I really enjoy called
The
Dungeons
Family
and
Album.
Daddy. The Family Album. And also another one, a close second, called Dungeons and Daddies, which is like a Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
At least you didn't say kick nuts.
No, that's
Never.
number 3. They every once in a while do like cold opens where they do music, and every once in a while the DM likes to do like a fun pun like thing, and they go and fight a black parade like in a horde of undead
That's
essentially.
cool. Yeah.
And the opening for the episode after that's introduced, they do a parody of Welcome to the Black Parade.
Nice.
That's really good.
That's pretty sick.
So that's my little bit of this album in media that I like.
Before this episode.
Yeah, fun little fact.
Look at
That's
that.
honestly probably where I like really heard the song for the first time.
Mhm.
Like I had known about it, and I knew the like when I was,
Yeah.
you know, the whole opening. But that was the first time I ever like listened to. I was like, "Fuck, this is good. I should listen to the real song."
There you go.
And the real song was a little bit better.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then I carried on. With that being said, I give this album an 8.5 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I really enjoyed it.
Wow.
I
Damn,
thought it was
dude.
good.
this is the second time we were like way off.
Yep.
This is
I'm
crazy.
This
hard
season.
to read. To be fair,
Yeah.
it's not always negative, but I'm hard to read.
Yeah. It's definitely the harder albums are the ones that you like.
That's true.
Yeah.
and that's fair.
It's hard putting a
because
pinpoint on
The
that.
problem is because you've also given me like some of your favorites, and or
Yeah.
like notably like many people are like, this is the best album I've ever heard,
Mhm.
and I've given like a 3. So it's like it's hard to know where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
I think this is just kind of my genre. The vocals are really good, which is always like a big step for me. It's very sing-alongable, a lot of the songs. Like I want to sing along to Welcome to the Black Parade when it comes on in the car. Even though I sound like dog shit when I do.
But it doesn't matter.
Or like, yeah.
Your car, when you sing in your car, it's a
safe place, yeah.
honestly.
It's great. The amount of screaming I do in my car. I've been doing Bad Out of Hell in the car a lot recently.
I see.
That song is so fun to sing along to.
It's a banger.
It's
know,
really good. Teaser for later. But yeah, I think this song, the musicality is my kind of music. It's like heavy drums, heavy guitar. It's very upbeat. It's very fun.
Very fast.
Even when the tone isn't fun, like the actual like
the
substance of the
lyrics and
song,
songs.
the like musicality itself is very like
There's still
fun
something
to,
like latch on to.
you like bop along to it. You can't help but kind of move to it. And for those interested, an 8.5 out of 10 places it at number 6.
Gotcha.
Just out of the top 5, right above Master of Puppets by Metallica, and right below Star Bomb at
nice,
an 8.75.
Did Starbomb change for this ranking, or was that just what it was?
I think it was already at an 8.75.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And another little update to my podcast albums rankings.
Yes.
I already told Matt and AJ, but Bad Out of Hell has been bumped up to as the first album with a 10 out of 10.
Look at that.
And the first album in my S tier, because we had a D&D, I almost said episode. That's not it. We had
Feels
a,
like
a
it.
Dungeons and Dragons session not that long ago, where AJ played Bad Out of Hell for like the boss fight, and the whole table was like ripping and roaring, maybe to AJ's dismay. We might have been a little distracted.
I
but
think more than a little, and I'm
was
solely to blame for that.
It was maybe one of the most fun nights I've ever had. Oh my God. I was going home like grinning ear to ear. I was so happy.
Euphoric.
It
Well, that
was,
makes me
it was
happy.
I would
so
agree.
good. It was so fun, and it bumped up Bad Out of Hell from being a 9 out of 10 song to a 10 out of 10
damn.
song, and then I bumped the album up. It felt like it in it because then we listened to the rest of the album, or at least a good chunk of it. Because after Bad Out of Hell played like twice, we were like, okay, let's let
Put
it
on the
keep,
whole album.
Let's just let it keep going. That way we
Yeah.
don't have to listen to the same song over and over again. So my first S tier of all time.
Damn,
Bad
dude.
Out of Hell.
Well, I'm glad that session bolstered that to the
bumped it
top.
up.
Yeah.
I think it's proof that the love of music, and I feel like my music taste in general is kind of proof of like sometimes your experience with an album outside of just the album, like the music itself, adds to like the ranking of it,
which is
So,
definitely
like,
very fair.
Yeah. So like a lot of these albums like don't mean much to me, maybe because
You don't have
I
those
listen to them
experiences.
alone in my room to review for a podcast, and not because like I had a fundamental moment sharing it with someone, you know what I mean? Like listening together, things like that.
Yeah.
And who knows?
Maybe we'll find more of those.
Maybe someday I'll listen to
Pinkerton.
to American football. Nah, probably not.
That's the next session, Tom.
Yeah, fuck. Oh my God, that'd be a nightmare. The final boss, and you're like, Tom, fuck you. God, you're gonna have like a football team runs out of the woods that we have to fight, and you're gonna play American football.
Oh, that's a good bit.
God, that would be a good bit. We have to fight Paul Simon.
That's life.
Honestly, that might be cathartic for me more than
if
anything.
you get to fight
If
Paul
I get
Simon.
to fight Paul Simon.
Beating the crap out of Paul Simon.
If the reveal that the evil god keeping me alive is Paul Simon, I'm gonna lose my.
A man
goddamn
walks
mind.
up to me and
Why am I still alive?
I gotta stop saying things because I feel like I'm making them a possibility by speaking them out loud.
Fair point, family heads. No one's safe in my campaign.
Will he do it? I doubt it. But like it went
always
from
a chance.
0% to 1% when I said it.
And that's scary enough.
That's the truly scary thing about this month.
Ooh.
So yeah, 8.5 out of 10. It's up there. I could see a world where it ends up like moving up if I like start listening to some of these songs a little bit more. But it'll probably stay at around the same ranking. Like I can see it bumping up to like an 8.6 at some point. Or like if I have another album that I feel like is definitively an 8.5, but it's like below this one and above the other one, I could see this one being the like, I'm going to rather than bump that one down, I'm more likely to bump this up a little bit.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Did
Like,
any other songs besides Teenagers and Black Parade get into a playlist?
I considered adding one of the, I was listening to my on repeat playlist at work today because we had to like do a big fucking we were moving into a new lab and we had to clean the entire like the walls and ceiling. We had to mop. It was hell. My arms hurt really bad. But I was listening to my on repeat playlist, and then I got to the point where it ended, and it just started playing like recommended songs. And one of them came on. I don't remember which. It might have been Mama. I think honestly, I could see a world where a good chunk of them end up on my like big playlist, but might be like songs that I skip most of the time. But like every once in a while, I'll be like, yeah, I'm in the mood for this.
Gotcha.
As opposed to like Black Parade and Teenagers are a lot less likely to be skipped. I've been skipping Teenagers a bit recently just because I listen to it like a lot. So I'm like, maybe I need to get it off the on repeat playlist for a little while.
I see.
So that I can enjoy it again in like a month.
Fair enough.
Enjoy it more. But I enjoy pretty much the whole album. I think I wouldn't be upset to have to listen to any of these songs again.
All right. Well, that's good to hear. Definitely exceeded our expectations.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah.
I'm a hard guy to read, and I think that translates to most facets of me. Like that's not even just music. I think I'm pretty tough to read in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I bring a fun sort of unpredictable spooky vibe.
Wild card, bitches.
Yeah, exactly. And then the room
the
explodes.
Charlie Kelly of this podcast.
He cut the brakes.
Yeah. Fun fact. I'm not even Executive's real nephew. I tricked him into thinking I'm his nephew.
That's insane.
And I'm willing to say that here because he doesn't listen.
That's true. He doesn't.
He only apparently listens to Family Vacation, I guess.
That's true.
The one time he called me in the middle of me giving my review.
Yeah. Well, he listens sometimes through the
series.
speakers, but I know he's not here right now.
No.
He's on our family vacation.
He took a Scorpion to the baseball game.
Yeah. God, I love that. My brother.
Martin Scorsese is your brother?
Sorry, my cousin. Oh my!
Yeah.
But we grew up together, so it's like we're brothers.
Uncle Dan knows it very well.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. They had some time.
They go way back.
Those two. Wow.
Anyway, Matt, what'd you think of the Black Parade?
Well,
well, why'd you look at him? It doesn't work when I do it. It doesn't work when a white man tries to do the joke. I'm sorry.
he's just trying to
Not
divert
again.
the
They might have forgotten, but I ruined it right at the end. They'll never forget this one.
Why'd you look at him?
Hey, why'd you look at me when you said that? Oh, fuck.
Much like my overall like thoughts of the album in terms of the tracks that I liked, I'll try to be as brief as I can. This album, it meets all the emo criteria that you could ever ask for.
Yeah.
It's a staple for a reason. The storytelling through the lyrics and also through the music itself, I feel like is just immaculate.
Absolutely.
I would maybe say like, maybe this is just because I wasn't searching for it because I was on like an adrenaline high of like cosmic proportions, listening to just like the majesty of like the arrangements and the guitar and the drums and Gerard Way's just incredible screeching vocals. I feel like I don't have a lot of memories of like, oh, the bass here, I like it, but I feel like it definitely was there. It was tying everything together.
Yeah, the bass is definitely something that was like missing for my enjoyment. I just didn't really hear like a lot of sections. I was like, oh, the bass is like slapping right now.
I feel like it was just doing its job then. You know what I mean?
Just holding it down.
Just kind of tying it together because everything on this album is tight as fuck.
Yes.
Like the musicianship is tight. The lyrics are like impenetrable. They do exactly what they need to do to get the point across. There are no weird like delivery choices or any delivery choices on Gerard Way's part that feel like egregious or like out of place. Even on like a track like Blood, where quite literally it's not like part of the main story.
Yeah.
It's still, I think vibe wise fits with the album.
Oh, 100%.
Which is like great. And I love that. I hate the silence. I also really hated.
It was like weird. And I forced myself to sit through all of it. The only thing I did is once I got to like 30 or 40 seconds, I went, does this have any audio? And I skipped to like the end and heard like half a second of something. So then I skipped back to around where I was. And I was like, okay, so I do have to listen to it. I was like, if it was all silence, I'm like, fuck this. I'm moving on. But
yeah, no, this album is brilliant. This is one of those bands where like, honestly, I feel like I was missing out not really listening to them when I was younger. I guess I had my Flipnote days, so I can't be like that upset about it.
Amen, brother.
A little bit of exposure, you know?
When I was
but Gerard Way,
a young boy,
really
my
moving
flip
story.
notes.
Kind of made me well up with tears toward the end.
Yeah.
Thank you, I guess is really all I could say, first and foremost. But as in terms of a ranking, honestly, like this is solid A tier, maybe even A plus.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I didn't say a tier. Probably A.
Yeah.
A or B. What is that range in my rankings?
And my scale is a little bit different than Tom's in terms of like my numbers, but we're gonna
Yeah.
be choosing the same number because I would give this like an 8.5, 8.6.
Look at that.
Yeah, mine's an A.
All right.
It's
Yeah, 8.5.
really fucking good.
I guess I technically should be like A is like 9 and up, B is 8, and like
It's whatever you feel like, Tom.
I don't
Honestly,
think that tracks.
True to you.
AJ's smart because he only does letters.
Yeah.
Because trying to quantify like the two
Yeah.
parallel
Yeah.
scales, it gets to
Fair.
be a little exhausting.
I think-
I don't know why I
think
started
it-
doing that.
It's okay. I mean, that's how we started in season 1, and then when I did my season 1 ranking for Family Vacation, I was like, "This is weird." Because what does a 7.7 mean to like a C tier? Like this doesn't make sense.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
I think I've quantified it as like the number is less. It's less like a actual like ranking. I feel like it's more just like where its placement is
On your ranking, on your list.
quantified among all of the other
Yeah.
ones. Like as I've listened to more albums and also had the experience, Meatloaf can be bumped up
Mhm.
because I've heard a lot more since we've done Meatloaf. And the initial reasoning I didn't want to put it at a 10 despite loving it
Yeah.
was
You thought you'd
partially
hear
because I was
better.
like there could be better
Yeah.
down, especially that was like pretty early on.
Yeah.
That was like second.
That was
second
episode
or
5.
third, right? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
uh-huh.
Look at me. I definitely know that. That would have been like my 7th time on the podcast as a whole, right?
Yeah.
And we got to meet Loaf then. What a time!
Yep.
Wow.
And that's still the peak of your
Yeah.
enjoyment.
Yeah. And then I was also really confident to put Melanie Martinez at a 0 because I didn't think it would get worse than that.
And you're correct.
Mostly because I also
Yeah.
didn't listen to the whole album.
You don't
I
have
stopped
to.
after like half a
You
song.
don't have to, Tom. It's not worth it.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna.
Very good.
Unless this video gets 50
Million.
million. That's probably better. That's probably safer.
Yeah, because then you won't have to listen
50,000
to it.
is theoretically plausible.
Yeah.
I feel like 50 million's pretty unlikely.
Yeah. We'll say
Anytime
50,000.
soon, at least.
Yeah. 50,000. Tom listened to the full thing of Crybaby.
Yeah. God, Matt's gonna set up like to just.
He makes it
like,
unlisted.
farms it. Yeah.
So it doesn't go on.
I sent it to like everybody I know.
Yeah, he sends it to everyone he knows, and then tells them all to like when you go to bed, just turn your volume all the way
Yeah.
down and press play and loop it.
There you go. Well, that's the Strat family has to get Tom to listen to the full
Yeah,
album.
everyone, let's farm.
But then that
this.
means we have to listen to it too.
Do we?
I don't
Well,
think so.
probably.
I think,
Oh,
I
We
think-
already did.
That's fair.
I think
Yeah.
I said I would listen to it. I assumed it would be like a end of episode
Yeah.
ranking, like I usually do. You know,
I've had my time with that album. I said my piece. So I'm good.
Maybe the scariest thing is that no, he hasn't.
maybe the real crybaby were the friends we made along the way.
Maybe
Spooky
it'll be
Island.
coming back.
Matt.
Ooh, would you say it's mid?
Matt just brings on Crybaby
Uh-oh.
again.
It's mid coming back.
Mid coming back.
I haven't described anything that way in a while. We've had 2 good of albums this season
I know,
so
yeah.
far.
Off to a pretty good start for the season 4.
Lateralis and My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
If you are interested in anything else of our podcast, give our Instagram a look-see at
Yes.
Family Album Pod.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or and check the description where you can fill out your own tier list.
That's right. You can rank your own albums. Season 4 will be coming soon, but seasons 1, 2, 3, and Tom Hates albums are all up for grabs.
I did mine for Tom Hates albums. If you wanted to, I could send you a screenshot of it if you wanted to post it or
Oh
something.
yeah, we should post our rankings so everyone has
should.
them.
Should
yeah.
should
Well-
that be posted on like the main feed so that it sits there?
I do think so, but I also think in order to post our rankings, AJ needs to give his rankings.
That's a fair point.
He filled one out, didn't he?
I did.
I
it's
meant
on
for,
the
for
website.
this
But
album.
For this album,
Oh,
for season
yeah.
4.
Fuck, I fully got lost.
It's okay.
I thought you were gonna pitch that we do a video
A live
version, like
stream
a
ranking.
family album. Yeah,
I'm
a
not
fa-
Anyway,
not vacation. Sorry.
Black Parade. I like it.
Oh fuck. Okay, we're done. Cool.
Um,
And that's that.
That's it. No, I do quite enjoy the Black Parade. Definitely, just like on these repeated re-listens, I definitely kind of gravitated towards a lot of tracks became staples throughout the month. Where I was just like some of these tracks became gym songs. This is a pretty also good gym album to listen to because there's a lot of energy throughout.
Oh, yeah.
Great album to listen with your buddy Jim.
Exactly. Love that guy. He's great. The stretch of tracks from The End to I Don't Love You is like really fucking good. It's just like such a great like just start of an album, and it still gets better from there, which is still very impressive. The story, I think, is one of my favorite parts of this album. It's very interesting commentary on death, regret, accountability, and redemption. And I really like how it kind of goes from like the past and the present in each different song, kind of utilizing the aesthetic of the Black Parade to also tell this story, and also just like the aesthetic of the band to just give it a more unique identity and like in terms of like their flavor of hell, which is pretty cool. The music is very diverse, blending a lot of 70s classic rock influence with emo stylings. There's a lot of Queen and like Pink Floyd influence, which you can hear all throughout.
There's like a royal aspect of it, which is really cool.
100%.
That makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have been able to articulate it that way, but now that you've said it, I wholeheartedly agree.
There you go. So the guitar work especially, I think that's where it really shines. And also just like the theatricality of like Gerard Way's vocals.
I was going to say, he's very Freddie Mercury in the theatrics, at least.
Yes.
It's kind of hard to be Freddie Mercury in your vocals, like truly,
Uh-huh.
because he was like a one-of-a-kind vocalist.
Yeah.
Or like once in a generation.
But for like aesthetics and like
absolutely.
performance, yeah.
I think he has the performance down for sure, and he has an incredible voice.
He does.
Oh my
It's
God,
like
yeah.
it's like a 9 when Freddie Mercury's a 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
It's that A tier versus that S tier.
I would definitely agree with that because Way's vocals are definitely a highlight all throughout. He just speaks with such like passion and emotion, and his tonality fits whatever track, like whatever mood he needs to fit on each track, going from like the depressing, like just defeat of cancer to just the triumphant, like defiant closer of Famous Last Words, and he just does that just perfectly. All the instruments are just working overtime, especially the guitars. Like just all the riffs, all the licks, all the solos are just absolutely impeccable and just are super engaging and just fit the track very well. The drums are also excellent, just really holding everything down and just flying across the kit, leading to a lot of very impactful moments through just significant beats or fills. And I think the bass work is definitely my least favorite because it just kind of blends in to the album. But like you said, that it's just doing its job, just holding the rhythm down. So overall, I think the Black Parade is a very memorable experience. And bar my tripe with teenagers, just its placement wise,
in general.
in general as a concept, it's still a very well done album. So I'm gonna give it a solid A-. I like it. And I think that'll do it for this month's episode of Tom Hates Albums.
Yeah. I kind of ruined my end of episode bit halfway through.
I guess to keep with the Halloween theme, one last final bit. What's your guys' favorite scary movie?
Oh, fuck. Here's the thing. I don't watch like scary movies, but when I think Halloween movie, I gotta go Scooby-Doo. The live action Scooby-Doo movies.
That's a good one.
They're perfect.
God, Spooky Island. Me and Matt have been thinking about buying this t-shirt, but I don't think either of us actually is committed to it yet.
The problem is we want to match, but the thing is I don't know which one I want to get yet.
That's fair. If I just buy one, it forces you to get
That's
that
a good
one.
point.
That's true.
Yeah.
We got to get on this.
Or we
honestly.
could match like closely. You know what I mean?
Honestly, yeah.
I'll just buy a slightly different style George of the Jungle shirt as well.
I mean, if you put them both on, you won't be able to tell each other apart, though.
That's true.
true.
Yeah.
How will we know? That's why. Never mind.
That's the scariest part of all.
If we're talking like shitty Halloween movie, gotta say Killer
Killer
Clowns,
Clowns.
because everything about that
classic,
movie is fantastic besides the plot. If we're talking like actual scary movie, ooh, that's a really good question.
I'm really trying to think of like horror movies I've actually watched and really enjoyed. There's got to be a couple. I watched the Saw
Midsommar?
movies. Oh, Midsummer was good.
Midsummer could be a contender for sure.
Yeah.
I view that more as like Disturbia and like thriller than horror,
It's definitely horror, but yeah.
in like a weird angle.
Because I'm thinking for mine, like American Psycho could be up there, but I think that's more thriller than horror.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go with Evil Dead 2.
Fuck,
Yeah.
that's a
Okay.
good pick.
Bang your fucking movie.
The Evil Dead movies are good.
Yeah.
I like House of a Thousand Corpses because I love shitting on it so much.
Yeah.
Because that movie sucks in like the best possible way.
Mm-hmm.
Killer Clowns, you can admire everything you're looking at, but you can't. But like the plot just sucks. It's like
Yeah,
whatever.
it's goofy.
House of a
It's
Thousand
charming.
Corpses, everything that happens in it, you're just like, dude, this blows. But
Yeah.
you're like laughing.
Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie.
The first Saw movie is pretty impressive because
Yeah,
it's like
that's a good one.
shot in one room essentially. And then I enjoy.
got mine.
It's kind of bad. I think a lot of people, but Cabin in the Woods,
Dude,
the like
movie rips.
the like parody
Yeah.
horror, it's so
It's
good.
such a good movie.
It's such a good
Uh-huh.
bit. And the reveal. Oh my god, it's so fun.
It's excellent.
When they're like betting on like which
Yeah.
one is gonna happen first.
Yeah,
That
and they're
shit-
like pumping like weird pheromones to
make
force
them
them to
act
act
stupid.
stupidly.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we gotta stay together. Pumping the we
I
should
think
split
we should
up.
split up.
Yeah.
What?
That really threw me for a loop because I thought it was gonna be like a legitimate horror movie when I watched it, but then I
Yeah.
was like, oh.
There were
okay.
stories when it first came out that like when people went to see the movie, it opens up with like the facilities. People thought they were in the wrong theater, like to watch it.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember someone telling me about it like in middle school or something. And be like, that sounds weird, and then not watching it for years.
Yeah.
And then I finally got around to it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I like this.
It's a good fucking movie. It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
I will probably have to say Texas Chainsaw is
Good
probably
one.
up
Yeah.
there for me.
Excellent.
I just think like the usage of like the gore choices in that movie, like, and specifically how like a lot of the people get killed in that movie, it is very interesting. It's like, why the fuck did you write that?
Yeah, it's disturbing as fuck.
A little bit. The salt one, when like the guy gets his leg cut off and he puts the salt up to his knee, that shit, like viscerally, I still react whenever I think about it.
Yeah, that's rough. I'd also throw out the video game Little Nightmares, just
Ooh,
because
that's a fun one.
I
That's a good
remember in college one night, me and my roommate and friend of the pod, Paul Mueller. Maybe I shouldn't say his full name, just Paul, if you want to throw.
No,
I
we
don't
can feed
know.
your
Oh, his full name, whatever.
Yeah, uh-huh.
We turned all the lights off one night and we're playing that. I was playing it and he was watching, and that was a good experience. That was like a good time. It was like the right amount of spooky. Specifically the first one. I think the second one was good, but the first one had like a real vibe to it.
Yeah, very scary.
Yeah.
Good picks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Talk about Halloween.
Or the scarecrow scenes in the Arkham games.
Yeah,
Let me throw
shit
that out
rips,
too.
dude.
Yeah.
Even as an
Oh.
adult playing those games for the first time, that scared the shit out of me.
God,
Like,
that game's so good.
As a kid, the first time I got jump scared by like the corpse,
body bag.
I don't even think I opened the body bags. I think I walked into the room and saw it was the same with body
Yep.
bags and went, I'm done for the night.
I'm good.
And then I reopened the game and had to play like a good chunk of it to get back there. I went, fuck.
Yeah.
And then I remember opening them, getting scared, turning it off again, and then
Uh-huh.
having it took me like 4 times.
To beat Scarecrow.
Yeah. Whew.
That's okay.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Good fucking section, good fucking video game, and good episode.
Great
of Tom Hates
episode.
Albums.
Yeah.
Well, I think that'll do it for this particularly spooky episode of Tom Hates Albums.
Ruh-roh.
As always, I'm your host, AJ Tenari.
I'm Matt Glass.
And I'm Tom Murphy.
Thank you for your constant love and support. We appreciate all the engagement with our comment sections. Feel free to leave one down below if you have any suggestions or just want to say anything to us. And we'll see you next week for Family Meeting.
Peace.
Mwah!
Zoinks.